everyone. Welcome to the special edition of the Conservative Viewpoint. We're sitting here waiting for a couple of things, actually. We're waiting for the vote that's going on in the Senate right now to reopen the Senate. Well, first, they're going to be doing a test vote to see if it's going to even work. And, of course, the votes are expected to fail. So we'll see what happens with this. But we're going to set the record straight, just like the press secretary, Karen Levitt, set the press straight here about an hour or so ago about the Democrats' lies about not wanting free health care for the illegal immigrants. And that is the reason why they have closed down the government. Now, you sit there and you read all this stuff that's going on in here with all these liberals that are clueless and have no possible idea of what's going on, because they read one article and they sit there and say, well, it must be true because they're saying it. But Democrats have been rushing to every fake news, lame street media that they have and spewing the same lies. And if you guys have seen this, you've noticed it over and over and over again. That's all they're doing. And it's a repetitive thing. It's like they wrote it down and say, this is what you're supposed to say. And they've done it. It's people are going to die and everything, and trying to play the fear game because the Democrats have nothing. They have zero to run on, because now they're trying to use this government shutdown and do the twist game. Like we've always been saying, if you've ever watched my show in the past, that's all they do is twist the fact that every time they say something that the Republicans are doing, but they've already done it. And that's the problem with this. And the people keep lying and lying and lying constantly about everything that's going on. And you'll notice I'm going to keep looking up here because I have my TV on, because right now they're going over Pentagon targets another narco terrorist near Venezuela. So there's another going down. But anyways, I've got P. Diddy on up here and waiting for that decision to come back to see how many years they've got. And I've got Carolyn Levitt here. I've got a video I'm going to show you here in a second once we get some more people in here. And so everybody can see the fact that she put the reporters in their places from all the news media that's in the White House, that they're lying too. They're contributing to the Democrats' lie. And we see it every time you turn around. And I've seen it on, if you guys know, have you ever heard of Newsbreak? And I get a lot of information from them, and they are a totally deep left-leaning place, social media, or not social media, but news company, and fake. Holy moly. And you see the amount of liberals in there that want to believe this stuff. So I'm going to show this to you here in a second. Let me see. Now they're still talking about the cartels and the boats and stuff like that. So let me see what we got here. Oh, that's from Kick again. Never mind on that one. But that's all they consider doing. But now I know that the P. Diddy stuff, we'll go over this after I show you the video from the press secretary. This was just not long ago. And I had to get this out there because of the fact that everybody's hearing what Democrats have more fake news media on TV than any conservative or halfway unbiased news media, if there's such a thing. I know Newsmax, can't say that for Fox. The National Desk, there's some other ones too that are pretty much in the middle for unbiased reporting. They'll talk about both. We'll talk about both too. If somebody screws up, and even on the Republican side, we're going to bash them. Hi, Becky. All right, that's okay. But anyways, that's what we've got going on right now. And I want to show you this video from the press secretary not long ago setting this. Hey, I'll be on tonight too, Tammy. Don't forget, guys, I will be on doing my regular show at 9 p.m. tonight, Eastern Standard Time. You guys got to check it out. It's going to be great. It's the return of Freaky Friday. I'm going to show you a clip that I put together of freaky stuff caught on camera. So if you like scary stuff, it is the month of scare. Oh, yeah. Horror movies for me all month long. I love it. So if you like that, we're going to have that tonight. Every Friday, we're going to show another different one. Okay, you guys are going to love it. If you didn't get to watch yesterday's show, the Throwback Thursday show, it's an awesome show. We had a great time yesterday. Go back and watch it wherever you're streaming from now and check it out. You guys are going to love it. Trust me. I am biased. I think so. But we had a great time last night. Great people, great conversation. That's what you get here on a Conservative Viewpoint. So let me sit there and show you how the press secretary set these reporters straight on exact, because I've been doing this. I've been telling people this for days and days since they started this day 3. We're in day 3 of the shutdown right now. And I've been telling people this, and they don't understand the fact that they're saying, well, the illegal immigrants don't get health care. Yes, they do. They get access to all health care free. If they go to an emergency room, and the emergency room has been bogged down with cases because of it, they've had to turn people away because they couldn't handle it. If they go into an emergency room to get paid, they don't have insurance. Who do they bill? Us, the taxpayers. Hi, Lisa Marie, and get her. They bill the government, or they bill the state, and the state pays them, and then the state bills the government, and they still get taxpayer money. That is still considered free health care. And Carolyn Levette's going to tell you exactly how they're getting paid and how it's still free health care. The government doesn't have to give them Medicaid. The states do, and the states get reimbursed for it. It's still free health care. Take a listen to what she has to say earlier on today.
Democrats' proposal would require Medicaid to pay more for emergency care provided to illegal aliens than Medicaid does for American patients who are disabled, elderly, or children. And this bill would have also allowed California to continue a gimmick that funds its Medicaid for Illegals program. Those are things that we ended, the Trump administration ended, with the passage and the signage of the One Big Beautiful Bill. And it is an undisputed fact, a fact that under the Biden administration, illegal aliens were absolutely receiving taxpayer-funded healthcare benefits. In fact, in fiscal year 2024, Medicaid costs for emergency services for illegal immigrants skyrocketed by 142% from the previous year to $9.1 billion. That's $9.1 billion taxpayer dollars that were going to emergency services for illegals.
Yeah, there you have it right there. She went on a little bit longer. This is a short that I could find real quick to get this out to you. So if anyone tells you any differently, you can show them this, share my video out to them, whatever you want. It does go on a little bit longer to show you what I've told you about, because California just got replaced. And I think it was, I don't know, I can't remember now. I said it yesterday at 19 billion. I think it was maybe it was 9 billion, but 19 million. They were reimbursed for spending their money on illegals having free health care. So no matter how you look at it, no matter how the Democrats want to spin this stuff, this is exactly what's happening. And this is why they're shutting down the government. Yes, the Democrats, this is Schumer shutdown. No matter how you look at it, this is what's going on, and it's a fact. And she told you right there, and it's a fact. And you can't spin it any way you want to make it sound any better. They want to sit there and say, well, all these 4 million Americans are going to lose they're going to lose it because of them shutting down the government, because everything's still funded up until December. Now, if they don't get in there and do something about it, but until they get the money for the illegals, not Americans, they don't care about Americans. And this is what I'm trying to put out here. Let's see here. Democrats test vote on shutdown fails to pass. So there you go, guys. That is just a test vote. So they're probably going to put off the actual vote, because right now they're just talking about it, and it shows that it failed to pass. Let me see if I can hear anything. On
the floor. That is the news for now. Our own Chad Pergram is telling us that the House has not formally decided to come back next week. That's news as well. Now waiting for the Senate to pass the House Pass CR, and we'll give members 48 hours notice before those votes. So we will continue to watch the drama play out on Capitol Hill. John?
Yeah, they'll have next they'll have a test vote on the GOP bill and see if they killed off any more Democratic senators. They need to get.
So it did fail to pass. You see that? Let me mute that real quick. They're not saying anything else on it right now, so I'm not going to put it on. I did bring it up on my computer so we can see it. But this is the stuff that we're saying right now. The test vote, these Democrats are still going to try to play it because of why? They want $1.5 trillion for their money laundering operation. They're mad because their voters are getting kicked out of our country. And that's the problem with what's going on. Their money is running out. All the money laundering operations have been shut down. And now they gave Trump a gift by doing this. And they are not the brightest tools in the shed. When they shut this down, they gave Trump the total authority to fire and get rid of, disband any one of the agencies that are in there working for them now. So all their money's going to be gone. Everything that they could go dip their hands in and put in their pockets are disappearing. And it's going to happen even more and more every day. And that is the most stupid thing I've ever. If you had a good thing going, why would you screw it up by doing something like this? So they're doing it for illegal aliens, illegal criminals, for votes. That is even worse yet. You're not worried about Americans, and they're fooling their sheep, thinking they are. They're going to say 4 million Americans, but you got 22 million illegal criminals in this country. And they're saying they're worried about 4 million Americans losing their health insurance. Well, open the government back out and negotiate this. And then they want to sit there and spin it and say, well, we've been trying for months. This is what they come with to try to talk to Trump's administration on fixing this. They voted for this same bill. All this bill is to fund the government. No extra stuff in it. That's why they call it a clean CR. I don't like the fact that it's a CR again. They've been doing this for too many years now. It's the same bill that the Democrats voted on the whole time Biden was propped up in the White House to now. It's just to fund the government from now until, I can't remember what they said it was going to be, but it's just for a few months to start the real negotiations on the whole budget. Now, this is what they do constantly. And now they're wanting to spin things thinking, well, we're going to keep it closed till November, and this is going to make the voters really mad and blame the Republicans. And that's what we got because we ain't got anything else to run on. So this is what they're doing, trying to spin things around. Oh, yeah. So while we're watching, guys, we're going to go into the P. Diddy thing right now. We're waiting for them to come back on the sentencing of P. Diddy. Now, how pathetic this man is, and how disgusting he is, he writes a letter to the judge asking for leniency. Please be nice to me. I've learned my lesson this 2 years that there's been hell on me. Oh, I'm not lying. Yes, sir, he did. He said, over the past 13 months, I have had to look in the mirror like never before. My pain became my teacher, my sadness and my motivator. I have to admit my downfall was rooted in my selflessness. Now, remember, guys, if you've never watched my show, I worked in a prison. I worked in a supermax prison where we used to hold death row. And I worked around murderers, rapists, drug dealers, gang members, you name it. I was around them. We had the worst of the worst in Pennsylvania. This guy has not learned his lesson. The only reason he's writing this letter is because he got caught. How many years have this been going on? And I don't usually talk about Diddy's case because one of my friends, she does another show, and she usually does this stuff. But this has been so pathetic, and that's the only reason I'm bringing it up, just to hold off on until we get something right here. Let me see something here real quick. I have glasses, but I don't put them on because I get a reflection from my other screens in here. Steve Binion, this guy is as bad as Joseph Ball returning call. Yes, it is, Tammy. You're right there. But I've got people that watch my show and friends that I met a couple weeks ago. They came from Texas and they were up visiting family and they stopped to see me. It was freaking awesome. But hi, Howard. Good morning. Good afternoon. Jeez, can't even remember what it is. But yes, and to continue with his letter. And I'm going to go down to the end here because it was 4 pages. Oh, yeah. I can't change the past, but I can change the future. I know that God put me here to transform. Since incarceration, I have gone through a spiritual reset. That usually takes years for an inmate to do that. and I've seen the inmates, and most of the time they do this and they say this stuff just so they can get out when parole comes around. I know that God put me here to transform and incarcerate. Since I've gone through spiritual reset, I'm on a journey that will take time and hard work. I'm proud to say I'm working harder than ever before. I'm committed to the journey of remaining drug-free, nonviolent, and peaceful person. Seriously. But I'm not going to that. But lastly, today, humbly, I ask for another chance to be a better father, another chance to be a better son, another chance to be a better leader in my community, and another chance to live a better life. I am writing this not to gain any sympathy or pity, please. This experience is simply the truth of my existence and the change for my life forever, and I will never commit a crime again. You know how many inmates have told me that, but do you also know how many inmates told me they will go back out and re-offend as soon as they get out? They will commit the same crimes that they've done to get into the place, even though we get out. A lot of them are drug dealers, and say they will go back and they will do it again. Hi, Marianne. So 13 months is nothing. It's a cakewalk for these guys in there. A lot of the inmates do that just to make it through the winter, and so they can get back out again. They'll commit a petty crime so they don't have to live on the streets because they don't want to work to get real jobs to pay rent. So, and this is facts. I've heard it straight from the horse's mouth themselves. So this is a letter just to get out, and this is for sympathy, and it's a lie. He's not learned his lesson, but both of his charges could carry him a maximum of 20 years, which is not enough, in jail. Now, it can be up to the judge to decide what he gives them. A lot of the news agencies that I've been spotting through, just flipping through the channels, sitting there thinking they might give him only 4 years, and that'll put him down. You take off the 13 months he's been in there, he's down to 3.5 years. With parole time, sir, he could be out and not even spend another day in jail. So I'm hoping to God that doesn't happen. What are they doing now? This is the Senate doing something. I'm not sure what they're doing. They're still talking, but they went back here. Now they're showing the press secretary again. What I just told you probably. But they went on ahead of the Senate vote, and you saw what she had to say. If any of you guys did not see that, I can play it again. But so you guys know for fact that you can go back and tell anyone that tries to confront you on this that their illegals are not getting free health care. They most definitely have been. That is what Trump put a stop to. And this is why the Democrats are mad, because they want to take $1.5 trillion and add it to the deficit in 7 months. 7 months. That's a ton of money to put back into the deficit in 7 months. They want to continue where they left off after Biden got crushed in the election and try to continue their buildup of spending pathetic money, our money, and their wasteful spending that they've been doing. This is what they're mad about, because they're losing all their laundry money. Oh, yeah. This is why they're losing money out the ass now, because it's all been gone. It's disappearing. Now, how you just explain to yourselves, how does one become a millionaire one term in? For example, AOC. She made $3,000 a month. Now she's a millionaire. Oh, yeah. You go from a bar wench to a millionaire in 1 year, one term. Now, guess what? Now the government people are still getting paid. Don't forget this. Hey, Larry, welcome. Yeah, and that's the pathetic part. One term, and those people can retire on a pension. Oh, yeah. And what is it, like $50,000, $70,000, $100,000 for retirement for one term, 4 years, 2 years, whatever it is? Oh, yeah, but they're still getting paid today, even though the government's getting shut down, but other people are not getting shut down. And I didn't bring it up here, but they were being slammed by, let me see if I'm going to do this here. They're still talking over in the Senate, but one company went on and was smashing the Democrats because they got laid off because of them. Oh yeah, and I can't remember which department it was, but they were slamming the Democrats because they've got laid off, and they know it. They know that this was bull, and everything that the Democrats are saying is a bunch of bull, because the illegals, and this has been going on, they've been doing it. And you heard what Carolyn Levitt said about in Biden administration back in the day, back when they propped up him like, weekend at Bernie's, that they've been paying for this stuff since then, since they allowed them to come across the border and take over our streets, to kill people, to rape people, and everything, assault people with no problem. Why? Because this is their plan. This is their plan to take over power. And it's about power. It's about votes. That's all it's about. I don't know how many times I have to tell people that. And it's disgusting that I have to say that, because it shouldn't be that way. They should be thinking of us. We are supposed to control the people. That is far from gone. We the people is not happening anymore. These Democrats have destroyed the Constitution. They continue to destroy it. And trust me, I was a Democrat. I know, don't crucify me for that, but I was. And I saw the truth because I got screwed over by the Democrats. Oh yeah, the state government jobs used to be the best. Now you're nothing to them. You are a number. You are an employee number. News alert. They just keep talking about it, but they're not doing anything. Everybody's still standing around in there, just like always, do nothing. They're all just standing around doing nothing right now. Let me see if I put this up here so you can see. Oh, share screen. You can see what they're doing here. Where are you at? I think it's going to be this one. Entire screen. Yeah, this one. We'll do a sound, let you see what they're doing here. Now you can see that right there. Let me put this, let's put this one up. There you go. How about that? That better? So you guys can see what they're doing in there, which is nothing. That guy's picking his nose. But you can see what they're doing. They're not worried about the American people. They'd be in there and they'd be talking. And this lady, she's supposed to be a moderate Democrat. And she sits there and says yesterday, who was she interviewing with? Well, she was interviewing on Fox and Friends, I believe, in the morning. And she said that they are absolutely not giving free health care to illegals. This is a type. They must hand out a memo to all the Democrats. This is what you're going to say when you go in front of the cameras, and get as many cameras as you can. Get out there and knock them, hit them all, because you don't see a Democrat on Fox ever. But this woman's been on there now. She's talking live, and this is like the second day in a row that she's been doing this, and you never see that. Cheap views on Streambo. I want any views on Twitch. There you go. But that's what's happening. Now let me show you, for you guys that just showed up, I'm going to show you again the press secretaries telling these reporters exactly what about the illegals getting free health care. And she gets pissy about it too, and I love it. Take a listen one more time.
Democrats' proposal would require Medicaid to pay more for emergency care provided to illegal aliens than Medicaid does for American patients who are disabled, elderly, or children. And this bill would have also allowed California to continue a gimmick that funds its Medicaid for illegals program. Those are things that the Trump administration ended with the passage and the signage of the One Big Beautiful Bill. And it is an undisputed fact that under the Biden administration, illegal aliens were absolutely receiving taxpayer-funded healthcare benefits. In fact, in fiscal year 2024, Medicaid costs for emergency services for legal immigrants skyrocketed by 142% from the previous year to $9.1 billion. That's $9.1 billion taxpayer dollars that were going to emergency services for illegals.
Now, there you go, guys. Right there again. I'll let you hear it. And it's a fact. They have been receiving it, and I told you how they receive it. The state, and this is only one of the Democrat-run states that are doing it, and that's California, allowing them to have Medicaid at their cost, at California taxpayer cost. And then they bill the federal government, and the government gives them the money back. So in retrospect, it is our taxpayer money. No doubts about it. So that means it's still free health care. And I told you earlier, they go to an emergency room, they get care, they just walk out. They don't pay for nothing. The hospitals bill the federal government. They get paid. Dang, there it is again. Free health care. So no matter how these Democrats spin this stuff, it is still free health care. That's what the $1.5 trillion, that's a ton of money right there. Trillion. You got to make that face. That's a lot of money in 7 months. 7 months, yes. And it's going to continue to go. Yes, Kurt. She's supposed to be a moderate. Now, I don't know, because she said she was agreeing with them. You don't see too many Democrats that will even stop for a camera at Fox News. I'm going to try to get to the Capitol one day and see if I can even get in there to ask questions or not. But it's like a 4-hour trip for me or something like that. And that's if I got to do a lot of walking to get to the Capitol. I don't have like press credentials and stuff that I can pull in there and say, hey, I'm here to do press. I can't do that. So I got to walk and take my equipment, my tripod, my phone, because I would do it on my phone, of course. And I'm not going to carry my laptop, so that would put Wimpkin out for me to stream to. But, of course, my internet's going to buffer. I don't know why it does that. My TV buffers all the time. No one-key GOP shutdown vote. No key Senate vote on GOP shutdown resolution. Key Senate vote on GOP shutdown resolution. Well, they're going to vote again, but the first one failed. The test vote failed. So we'll see what's going to happen here. Hi, Mark. Mark is from the UK, guys. He is from Staffordshire, England, and he watches the show at night. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm on at 9 p.m. Don't forget to tune in tonight. We're going to have a great time. I said this earlier in the show, but for you guys that weren't there, tune in tonight for the Conservative Viewpoints 9 p.m. show. It's going to be great. The return of Freaky Friday is back, where I'm going to show you some scary clip that I put together. It's like 3 clips. That's only about a minute. But it's just to have some fun during October. On Fridays, we're going to have Freaky Friday and do those little things just to have some fun, because we need to have fun with all this kind of stuff that's going on and the corruption still going on in our government. Will it ever stop? No. Can we stop some of it? Yes. Vote Republican. Is that going to stop it all? Oh, hell no. You will never stop the corruption in our government, in anybody's government. It's always going to be there. But what they do need to do is stop the lies and stop the lobbying. These people do not need to make a single cent more than what they're already making in there. It's like, what, $175,000 a year for these people? They shouldn't make a dime. Anything that they do outside of this, they should be automatically kicked out. I would recommend that hey, Texas Jeff, what's going on? Texas Jeff just popped in there too. Freaky Friday starring Maxine Watt. That's too scary, Jeff. We are not going to make people cry. Do you hear that? Yes. He said Freaky Friday starring Maxine Waters. That'll make people cry. That'd make me cry looking at that face. You ever look at that? That's Chewbacca in itself. She could play in Star Wars, and they won't even have to put any makeup on her. Man, she just look just like him. They could be twins. Oh, yes. Make sure you guys tune in tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're not from East Coast, make sure you tune in. It's going to be a blast. I got some bunch of stories to go over. I got things on crazy stuff. What did I got? We got, I think, the boat thing, and we got on the Schumer shutdown. We got that. We got all kind of stuff we're going to go over. FBI, Fannie Mae, Apple. Yeah, Apple's, we got stuff in Iowa. We got Gavin Newsom. Oh, yeah, we got a ton of stuff to go. Not a ton, because I'm going to keep it as minimal as possible, but we empty out the inbox so we can start fresh on Monday for the weekend wrap-up. You guys aren't going to want to miss it. We're still trying to get some answers here on P. Diddy. They started this sentencing hearing at 10:30 this morning, 10:30 my time, Eastern Standard Time. So I don't know what's going on with this and why it's taken so long. The judge should have already had in his mind what he was going to sentence him to. He's had plenty of time, but it needs to be 20 years. It needs to be the 20 max. He's 10 years on each count, and he's got 2 counts. That's it. And he could have had a lot more. So we'll see what happens. They're going off, I think. So we're just going to continue waiting. Yeah, you guys can see it down there too. I can't see. It's real small on my screen. But we're still waiting to see what happens. But if you go on any of these sites like Newsbreak, if you ever heard of Newsbreak, you can go on there, download it to your phone. I have it on there, and you can, there's comment section on there. Oh, yeah. The liberals go crazy on there. Oh, yeah. I hope I get kicked off because I cuss the hell out of them. I do. I can't help it. They're stupid. When you sit there and say Republicans are stupid, and I can show you fact on what it says. GOP resolution to end, it just disappeared by the time I look. To end shutdown doesn't have the votes. So this is what they're doing. There's Newsbreak comes up right there, but that's not going to be the one that I want. That's about them blowing up another boat. But download the app for Newsbreak, guys, because you can get in on these comments. Because these liberals, this is where you want to see the mental cases. That's where it's at. The mental cases are everywhere here. And I can't get back to what I did because the people are afraid to even try to say something to me. Reactions. Let me see if that's it. Nope. And it's crazy. I got a lot of likes here, but the idiots are crazy. Here we go. We got a Sherry Bell. Just remember that whatever Trump gets away with, a Democrat president will be able to do the same thing. Against you all, the time comes. Republicans won't be in office forever. This is the kind of stuff that you deal with on here. It's funny as hell to see how mentally these people are. I want to know when the government's going to start open mental hospitals. Let's see what else we got. Telling me my life ain't going to get any better hating. I'm not hating anything. I'm hating on mental freaks that believe what's going on here. What is this? Kava. What the hell are you talking about? I'm an American citizen. Oh, that was from a long time ago. But these people go nuts. What is this? Wimpkin is down to protect. Wait, Wimpkin went down? I'm still up. Wimpkin is down to protect the integrity of our platform and data of our users. We are under an attack. We will be right back to the threat is mitigated. Oh my God, Wimpkin is doing it again. But right now it's still showing me live. I'm going to continue on with Wimpkin. I'm going to ask her real quick. So I'm asking one of my viewers, a friend of mine, I just got to see from Texas. They came in, and I told you this earlier. They came in, and I got to meet them in person. It's freaking awesome. They're great people too. In my phone, but Jeff is still getting it. One lost and one didn't because Wimpkin is being attacked all over. It's usually Google that attacks them, and the DDoS attacks. Oh yeah, and they shut them down for a little bit, and then the owner has to go through and fix everything. And that's why we get screwed up. Now, tonight, when I go live, the chat's probably going to be off like crazy. That's why you guys, if you don't see it down there, oops, let me put my banner up. If you guys cannot get in and you're on Wimpkin, check out the banner below. And Jeff just got booted. Well, he just got booted too. Your show ended on me via my iPad and my phone, but nope, he just got booted. So they just got booted. It's still showing me live on here. And this is the friend from Texas, Tammy. She's great. And her husband, Jeff, he plays hockey. Now, I told him to get into a fight. I didn't ask him if he got one. I told him to throw the cuffs, leave the gloves off, and bang. So we're still waiting. Let's see. Both plan to end government shutdown fail. Both plans. So they're continuing with their lies over there in Democrat land. And that is a dystopia of, wow, mental freaks have ever. But hey, if you guys got to see it right here, it's coming up here. You can see all the places that I stream to right there. Go in there and pick an alternative just in case, because this usually causes headaches. In Wimpkin, WIMKIN.com. It's usually a great place and usually runs pretty well. I'm going to continue it to see, even though they're being shut down. But it doesn't. But we're on here to talk about the government shutdown. We're trying to get answers on that. We're trying to get the sentencing of P. Diddy and hope that he gets 20 years. The prosecution, and this is in New York, in Manhattan, the prosecution's asking for 11. Why the hell would they do that when they've already got him found guilty of the 2 counts that they got him in? I think it was sexual assault and something else. Why would you even ask for a lesser sentence? Do the maximum sentence, 20 years, maybe give him 15, and then do parole just in case he's a good boy. And Diddy's so upset he wrote that letter I told you about to the judge saying, "Oh, I've been in this place locked up with 25 other people for 13 months. I wouldn't want to go to jail. I worked in a prison, and it's not pretty." So what he's done, though, and that he didn't get convicted on the worst charges they didn't bring up for some reason, for the pedophilia and the P. Diddy parties and stuff and all that stuff. Why didn't they bring that up? But he's lucky he got what he got, and he's going to be lucky to get off with a small sentence, and we're going to see what happens with that. They haven't brought it back up lately, but I don't know what's going on here with this, and they're showing something different. Oh, they're doing their discussions and trying to talk to people. This doesn't work. And when the Democrats are going to hold off, and they're going to try to, they think they can hold off until after the November elections, this is going to kill jobs. If this vote does not go through today, the weekend's here, they're taking a weekend. And it's going to kill a lot of jobs, and it's going to put people on unemployment. And they may not get their jobs back. They may get fired over this because of the Democrats begging for illegal criminals, not American workers. They don't care about you. And you got to open your eyes and see this. They do not care about the American people. They care about the bottom line. And for you liberals out there, it means their money in their wallets. That's all they care about. It's as simple as that. But that's all they keep doing. They keep talking. And you're not going to change their mind because they are voting party line. They're not voting for the American people. They're not working for the American people. And that was what keeps happening every time we turn around. I don't understand it. It doesn't make any sense why they continue to do this. This has been going on all morning. And like I said, the P. Diddy sentencing hearing has been going on since 10:30. And it is 3:08 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right now. And it's been going on forever. So what's that? 10, 11, 12, 1, 30, 2:30, almost 5 hours now. 20 minutes away, shy of 5 hours on P. Diddy case. But they should have had that sentencing done. He should have had the paper in front of him saying, this is what I'm giving you. This is what they offered. I don't agree with it. 15 years, 20 years. I go with the 20 years myself because he did not learn his lessons. This is the letter he wrote to the judges only because he got caught. How many years has he been doing this? He wasn't sorry then. But now that he's in jail, oh boy, I'm sorry now, aren't I? Uh-huh. Yeah, everybody's sorry when they get caught. Now, if they don't get caught, they would continue to do it. Trust me, inmates have told me that too. They didn't get caught, they would do it. And like they said, they would continue. They're going to do it again once they get out. So what's that tell you? That prisons don't rehabilitate inmates. It's a place for them to sit and eat, drink for free. And it cost us, for general population, it used to cost us around $38,000 a year to hold a general pop inmate, and $55,000, I think it was, to hold a lifetime inmate, death row inmate. Oh yeah. So that's where your money's going, guys. And this guy thinks he's going to 13 months in jail. And I don't know if he went to an actual real prison or if he's in a local prison in New York or where he's at. I don't really care, but they need to keep him in there. As simple as that. But this is what's going on, guys, and we're still trying to wait on numbers. I'm going to not wait too much longer to see if it. Nope, they're still showing. Whoa, this is another Democrat, Ro Khan. I heard him. I don't think he's totally left-leaning Democrat. I think he's a little moderate too, but he is actually on Fox News right now. I got a lot of things going on here. I got Fox and Newsmax and everything going on. And then just like trying to find, I got AP over here on Associated Press on my, that's what you're watching right there. That's Associated Press. And they have all different angles and people on here and stuff. But let me know in comments, guys, what you guys think. Do you think P. Diddy should get the max sentence of 20 years? Let me know what you guys think in the comments section. Let me see if I go down here, if anybody else is still on. Let's see. 4 seconds ago, Marianne is still there. I remember Fix saying she has a flat tire face. That's funny right there, Marianne. But Titan, I just saw Titan in there. Yeah, I could carry a clipboard. That's true. I didn't think of that, Titan. But yeah, guys, let me know in comments what you guys think. Let's see what's going on over here. Well, we got some Israeli stuff going on over here, some Arabic-looking language over here on Associated Press. Because I just love looking at idiot liberals running their mouths when they don't have a clue of what's going on here. They look at one thing, one article, and they go with it. That's the big deal. They go with it. Hey, guys, if you're looking at that flag up in the corner over here, where's it at? Right up. Where's my hand? Oops, I can't even do it because that thing's up there. If you look up in my top corner over there, that is, let me find my thing here. That is the Forgotten Flag Foundation. If you go to foundationflag.forgotten, try that again. Bleep, take two. ForgottenFlagFoundation.org. Go in there and donate whatever you guys can. It's a very good organization. You can read about them and what they do. And it's a very great charity on the American flag and flag poles and all kind of great stuff that these guys do. Please go in there at Foundation. Let's see. I have it somewhere here. Let me look and see if I can find it here real quick here. Oh, I got to go back to my media. That's what it is. Let me go back here. And it is right here. Forgotten Flag Foundation. ForgottenFlagFoundation.org. Go in there, read up on them, what they are. And if you can, donate $1, $5. It doesn't matter what you donate. Just donate something to help them go and continue the great work that they're doing. I met the president CEO of that a couple weeks ago, and really nice guy. They're doing a real great job of this charity, and it's awesome. I can't tell you how much it means and to make people respect the flag again like they should. So make sure you go to ForgottenFlagFoundation.org and give whatever you can. Well, thank you for that, guys. Now, back to the regular scheduled program. Well, I'm going to wait on here for a little bit longer, guys, to see what if or anything's going to happen. If we get either one, we get the Diddy sentence. And I still don't understand what's taking on long for that one to come back. It should not have taken that long. But this is the party, this is the government, our government, that can't work for the people. Period. Either side. It's not one side or the other. It's both of them. But got to give it to the Republicans just doing a clean CR. Nothing else included. Just fund the government so they can start working, really working on what they need for the American people. Cutting all these places out and stuff is great. Cutting and saving money for the American people is awesome. Democrats don't want that. Why? Because it's part of their money laundering operation. They have taken years building up this scam. Coming up on the story. So we're going to see what happens with that. Let's see if I can hear anything.
And Sean Diddy Combs is waiting to find out how much time he may spend in prison.
1 second.
For the charges he was convicted on. And the judge is going through this very carefully. Family members are all assembled in that courtroom right now, live. And we're going to bring you back there because we expect the judge to make a decision on his sentence any minute.
Well, they said it's supposed to happen any minute. Well, hell, that was at 10:30. That was any minute. They were supposed to have this done. So that's what they just said right now. That's not showing on here because I don't have Fox on right here. But we are still waiting on that. With the Diddy return, we're going to wait on that, try to get that back. and then see what these guys are going to do, because these people do not care about Americans. The Democrats, you see it for yourself. It's not like it's something new that I have to explain to you, because I am still live. Let me go back over here. Yes, I am still live there, Tammy. And can you see me in Rumble? But yes, they don't care. And you see it every day. They fight for illegal criminals. What party of the U.S. government would fight for somebody other than Americans? Except for this. When you fight for an illegal El Salvadorian that was illegally living in Maryland, that should have stayed out of our country and never came back, you go there, they take taxpayer money to fly there and fight for this guy after the El Salvadorian president said no way. And they go there to fight for him, but they won't go fight on the streets for our people that are homeless. But you'll give a high-rise hotel to illegal criminals in New York, costing millions of dollars a month. But you won't house our own homeless. How much more do you have to see to understand that? I see that, Tammy, but I don't know, because 4 seconds ago, and that might be something. Now, let me see if I'm still live. Yeah, it still shows me live on there, and I see Mary Ann on there 4 seconds ago made a comment. Kurt made one 6 seconds ago. So I don't know what's going on in there. Those might be leftovers from what was going on. So I'm not sure. But I'm going to continue until it shuts me off over there. We'll see what happens. But how much more do you guys need to know? And I know you guys know this stuff, that they have fought for years for votes. That's what it's about. There's no other explanation for this. Why else? Because we already know that guy. Oh, and I got something on that. That superintendent in Iowa. Oh yeah, you got to tune in tonight for that. Gee, it's gonna blow your mind. Oh yeah, and there it is. Yeah, it is here too. I've got something on that you're gonna go crazy with tonight. Oh yeah, so make sure you tune in at 9 p.m. for Freaky Friday, guys. It starts tonight and continues through the month of October. Oh yeah, so buckle up and tighten up, because I'm going to scare you a little bit. If you like scary stuff, and Mary Ann, you got to come too. Yes, you do. No matter if you like it or not, you got to come and watch. They probably are shutting down in segments. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that, Tammy, at all, because we get hit a lot, guys, over in Wimpkin, because it's a totally free, censor-free site, unless you're doing something stupid like threatening people or putting porn on or something like that. Those are something you cannot do. That's crazy. One loses it and the other one loses it. But they keep getting attacked over there because it's a censor-free site, because the owner of Wimpkin does not believe in censoring people. Like I said, unless you're doing something stupid. Don't threaten people. We have a great time. We have great conversations in chat every night of the week. You guys got to join us. WIMKIN.com if you want. If not, make sure you subscribe, and share this stream after we're done here. I'm going to wait another, whatever am I at, as far as time-wise. I know it shows how much time I've been on. Well, let me go through Wimpkin and see that. 49 minutes. We're going to wait about another 10 minutes. If we don't get another resolve, I'm going to sign off, and I'll bring you an update tonight at 9 o'clock. And if you guys are on here, you can check out Violent Vixen 29 on X, on every place that I'm streaming to. If you're watching me, you can check her out at Rebel Chick with a Cause. So if you're on here at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can check her out right before me. She's on 7 to 9. And then you got me from 9 to 10. Oh, yeah. The Democrats have been trying to go social media. Their total stuff. The only one, Bernie Sanders, actually got a 500,000 views. Holy shit. The old give Mr. Free Everything gets a hell of a lot of views from these idiot liberals. But the rest of them, a total of like 24,000 views. That's all these idiots are trying to do. They think they can go to social media, but Republicans, conservatives like myself, we're knocking it out of the park. They don't even come close to us. Total. If Wimpkin isn't back, I will join Rumble or Getter. All right, AB. Yes, guys, you could go to Getter too. It's down in the ticker below. Make sure you check it out. And we got a drawing tonight. But the only thing, you got to get me your name into Conservative Viewpoint at yahoo.com. You got to get me your name, and you have to be watching to win. Yes, I'm giving away earbuds, wireless earbuds tonight. So it's Friday, and hopefully I can talk my wife into taking me to the post office to deliver to get these things mailed out. So if you guys want your name in, get it in, and follow me on Getter. It's under Country Conservative also. Getter, we get knock it out of the park here. I get about 2,000, between 2,000 to 3,000 a night. I want to knock it out of the park again tonight and see if we can make some more out of it. I'm happy with that. If I get through to one person and to wake people up to prove to them that the Democrats are lying to them, I'm happy. It's as simple as that. That's why I come on here now, to make people aware that the Democrats are lying through their teeth, if it's their real teeth. Probably that's fake too. Not what I wanted to say, but we'll keep it that way until tonight. This is a PG show right now. We got to keep it clean. But they lie constantly, and that's the reason why I do this. Because of their lies are so disgusting, it's unreal. And you got so many people in here, and I've proved to people before. But what do they say? You're a racist. You're a fascist. You know, the same old bull Democrat playbook words that they have to use when they know they're wrong and they can't stand it. They want to see read one article, look at one TV. They watch The View, and they sit there and they want to believe what they say. Oh, yeah, that is the most pathetic thing you've ever seen. And it just happens constantly. And I'm going to say this, the press secretary's thing, I will show it again tonight to let everybody else hear it, because this is what, and if I save it on my computer, I can put it out to other people. I don't know if it'll let me do it on Newsbreak to show people the truth. But of course, they're going to say, well, you can't believe your lying eyes. You guys remember that comment that they said? That was from Jen Psaki, I think. Or no, that was from KJP herself, the worst DEI hire in the world. You can't believe your lying eyes. You guys remember that? Oh, yeah. You can't believe what you see. So listen to me. I'm telling you the truth. That's what she said. Oh, yeah. Don't believe them. Don't believe what you see. Believe what I tell you. That's right. She was the worst. At least Jen Psaki was a good liar. She didn't have to read, go through her book, and I don't have my book, and flip through page. Wait, I got the lie for you, and I don't remember what page it is. I didn't put it in the thing. And wait, here's the lie, and then she reads it off to you. She sucked. Plain and simple. She sucked, and it was awful. It was hard to watch, and I watched this stuff so I could get some information for you guys. I watched hearings that they go to when they had Christopher Wray in there lying about January 6th constantly, and he sat there. He's the FBI director, and when he was asked directly, straight to his face, how many FBI agents did you have in the crowd on January 6th? Well, I don't know. Oh yeah, I don't know. He was the FBI director, and he didn't have a clue. I'd have to come back to you on that. I don't have the numbers in front of me. But then they said, oh, well, there was some in there, right? Well, I'm not saying that. Oh, yeah. I mean, if you watch these hearings and you listen to KJP, and if you can go back on YouTube or Rumble or anything like that and listen to this stuff, I'm telling you guys, it is hard to listen to them. And I listen to all of them, and that's the worst part about it. I listen to CNN, MSNBC, the Gumby himself and his wife. And you know how hard it is when you know they're lying because you heard it for yourself during these hearings and stuff. And supposedly they're not supposed to lie to you during a hearing, but you've seen all the lies that's being done on there, and nothing's being done about them. They lie to Congress, and they're under oath. It's no different than lying to a court of law. That's perjury, but nothing gets done. And that's another problem that I have with everything that's going on here. Where are we at here? Let me go back up here to check my time out. We got 5 more minutes, guys. You guys got anything to say? Come on, give it to me in chat so I can hear it. Do you guys believe P. Diddy should get 20 years in prison? Let me know for yourself. And if not, you can leave them in comments section afterwards. And if you want in on a drawing, don't forget. Oh, you see there, I put it in. I forgot. Please donate to ForgottenFlagFoundation.org. Right there at the end of my ticker right there. When it comes up, you'll see it. Make sure you go there. Check them out. Read the about section of them. It's great. They're really great guys. And let me see. I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you a picture. Let me find it here real quick. I think it's here. Yep, here it is. Look at this. This is their truck. This is their truck. Right? Is that freaking awesome or what? This was a field find. And he got it started, got it repaired, and he got it working. And this is their truck, the Forgotten Flag Foundation truck. Isn't that awesome? Yes, sir, Bob. These guys are awesome. They have a great charity, well worth your $5, $10, whatever you can donate to these guys. Help them get going. Tell them the Conservative Viewpoint sent you. And let me see if I can remove this. No, we got to take it away. And, oh, wrong one. Oh, shit. Well, I took it off. But we're not going to see anything, guys. So I took off from New York City. Let's see if they're going to say anything.
Today. And he is waiting to find out, will he spend the next 11 years potentially in prison behind bars? He had this mercy letter that he wrote to the judge. Please spare me. We're going to take you live to the courthouse next.
Well, doesn't look like they are going to say anything, so we're going to wait up. Don't forget, guys, to come join in tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on any one of the places you see in my ticker: Facebook, Wimpkin, YouTube, Twitch, X, Kick. If you haven't heard either of those guys, they're all in there. Check them out. What do we got left here? About 3 minutes, 2.5 minutes. So make sure you join me tonight on the Conservative Viewpoint. We got Freaky Friday reunion. It's coming back. I haven't done it since last year. I think I did it last year during the month of October. I'm going to show you a clip I put together. I actually put 3 clips together of scary little scenes caught on camera. And it could be anything. It could be a movie. Like I just show a partial of the movie or something. But just a little bit of freak you out during the month of October. Oh, yeah. So we have some fun. If you guys didn't watch it yet, go back and watch my yesterday show, the Throwback Thursday. We have a blast on Throwback Thursday. I show you some old movie clips on there, and then we do a game called Name That Movie Clip. I show you 3 videos to see if you can name. They guessed all of them yesterday. They did, and I thought they were going to be hard. I got to download some more, try to get some harder ones. We go back to the 50s, the 60s, the 70s. Oh, yeah, we do all that stuff. I showed Welcome Back to 1974 yesterday. So if you guys want to go in there and check it out, you want to skip through all the news stuff, and it's like, I don't know, half hour, maybe a little more than a half hour into it, then we start that. Go back and watch it. You guys, it's a blast. Don't forget to like too, guys. Like, subscribe, share anything wherever you're tuning in from. It helps the channel grow. So please, since we don't have anything and we're not getting anything, I'm going to let you guys go. And I hope to see you all tonight. Tell your friends or families everything. Share this stream out whenever we get off of here to other people so they can watch it. And then they can come in tonight at 9 o'clock to watch the regular stream of the Conservative Viewpoint. And you guys, we have a blast. We have great conversation, great people in Wimpkin. Hopefully Wimpkin's up and running from another DDoS attack. Hopefully it's not. If not, we'll be everywhere else. We'll be on Rumble. We'll be on there. We'll be under Facebook, YouTube. They'll all be up. So make sure you tune in. Thank you for tuning in for this special edition of the Conservative Viewpoint. And I will see you guys back here live tonight at 9 p.m. See you later, everyone. Have a great rest of your day.